Master ceremonies, take your place where you so rightfully belong. And let's start entertaining some fans.
Oh yeah!
You heard the man. Who's ready for some wrestling? We are Funkdafied Wrestling Federation, and your show kicks off right now with your opening of the evening, scheduled for one fall, and it's for the FWF World Tag Team Championship. Thank you. Anderson. Introducing first, standing in the corner to my right, from Seaside Heights, New Jersey, at a combined 420 pounds, they're the challengers, Dennis, Nicky Oceans, right to across the ring, standing in the corner to my left, accompanied by Savannah. Burning out of the 7-3 at a combined weight of 475 pounds. They're the current reigning and defending three-time FWF World Tag Team Champion.
Yeah, that's right. We're kicking off with a main event style match for you. It's FWF 450 plus fans, standing room only, Brick, New Jersey. Nobody does it like Funkdafied Wrestling Federation. Our referee SP Anderson about ready to kick things off. He's holding up the shiny gold. That's what it's all about. Savannah looks on. She wants her boys, her men, the three-time FWF World Tag Team Champions, to walk out with that gold. This is their biggest challenge to date. It's Mike Dennis and Nicky Oceans. It's Seaside Heights Finest. It's right to party, baby.
You know, David, I got to tell you, John Solo coming into the commentary booth, Nicky Oceans has come a real long way since he was a member of the Psychedelic Studs, you know, replacing the former and founder Ace Darling when he was part of the Psychedelic Studs. Certainly a former tag team champion in and of itself. He's been with a number of different partners. Mike Dennis coming to FWF as a member of the Jersey Shore Jocks at one point in time.
But right now it's all about right to party.
Yes, it is.
Great to have you here aboard, John Solo, here with the FWF here. This match, this is a main event anywhere. I was just telling the folks watching home.
It is, David, and I gotta tell you, I appreciate you letting me in here. I know you're gonna save your voice this evening for Kevin Nash later on tonight.
Oh, he's here tonight?
Go horse. Well, that's what I hear, big sexy, you know, but you can't have every main event on the undercard. So once again, we've got the World Tag Team Championship, Funkdafied Wrestling Federation.
And the fans are getting antsy.
Nicky Oceans, formerly the Love Machine Nicky Oceans. I guess the love has turned to partying.
And the bell sounds. We are underway. The World Tag Team Championship on the line. We're going to kick things off with Nicky Oceans taking on Rampage Rogers. These gentlemen faced each other in Island Heights, New Jersey over the summertime. And that was kind of a controversial ending, to say the least, Mr. Solo.
Well, I will say that there's a lot of unresolved matters between the Love Machine Nicky Oceans and Steve Rampage Rogers. Well, Rampage has one thing that Nicky Oceans has never had, which is a singles heavyweight championship. Nicky Oceans was a Jersey champion. He was a cruiserweight champion. He was a junior champion. He's been a tag team champion many times. But he has yet to taste that singles gold that both of the members right now of the two Rude Dudes, Corey Havoc and Rampage Rogers, have both been heavyweight champions in and of themselves.
I'm looking at their body presence right now. The two Rude Dudes look pretty thrown off their game right now. I don't know if it's just the psychological factor or if they really don't want to face Right to Party tonight.
You know, it's possible Right to Party maybe at that point in time when they've come about there too. I would say that originally, you know, you're going back a little bit with the two Rude Dudes, how despite their rule breaking, despite interference in Savannah, despite so many other things that were going on, very popular with the crowds. They faced a cavalcade of superstars in the wrestling industry. But tonight, I don't know, like you said, something's off the game. Maybe it's Right to Party's night to shine. Nicky Oceans, again, something to prove against Rampage Rogers.
And he's jockeying for position against Rampage Rogers right now. Top wrist lock applied. Firm control of that arm right at the joint right there. Rampage Rogers totally immobilized. But as I say that,
elbow in there.
He's a ring veteran right there. He's been around, he's done a lot in this business here, and that's why these guys are the not 1, 2, but they are the 3-time tag team champions.
Interesting looking at how referee S.B. Anderson keeping control of things right now. As Mike Dennis was, threatening to get in and get involved, and he's saying no. And certainly, like I said, the two rude dudes, the guys that aren't following the rules, but I think the crowd was about evenly split. I was surprised. It seemed like they were actually moving towards right the party. And right now, I'd say that they're probably the crowd favorites.
Now it's Nicky Oceans leapfrogging over his opponent.
Nice roll.
Beautiful arm drag. The crowd loves it. We can tell who they want to win tonight, John. It's kind of obvious.
I'm going to tell you, we're talking about veteran status, and certainly Nicky Oceans moving in with Ace Darling and going through with the psychedelic studs, working his way through being trained by the Canadian shooter Tommy Force, and that underarm, some of the drags, if he sticks to the basics, if he stays away from clamoring to the crowd, if he keeps the match inside of the ring, I think right now the challengers are probably favored.
Now it's Mike Dennis with a snapmare takeover, and he's using Steve Rogers' arm, Rampage Rogers' arm, have you, as a piece of Charmin almost.
Well, is that the party he was looking for?
Hey, whatever floats your boat. Everybody knows who the heck Mike Dennis is. This guy's known all over New Jersey, all over the world now. And right now, he could be walking out with World Tag Team Championship gold if he plays his cards right.
Well, Mike Dennis had a really wicked breakup with Chris D'Andrea, member of the Jersey Shore Dogs. Chris actually ended up leaving the industry, going to play football at the collegiate level. This time, Dennis taking down the bigger man, Rampage Rogers getting lost.
But it's going to take more than that to keep the 3-time champs down, that's for sure.
Oh, Nicky Ocean saying, I don't have to wear pink anymore.
Back over, big double elbow from right to party. Could this be the beginning of the end? Double team leg drop. He covers him, hooks the leg, is this going to be it now?
Corey Havoc not having anything to do with that now. I know SB Anderson is looking for Havoc at it right now. Savannah getting her words. SB once again reminding both teams, this serious match, he also has to get out of the way because this little shot.
Oh, did you feel that knife edge shot from here? It made me tingle and not in a good way. Man, oh man. Oh, one more time. It's like he's chopping wood. That's a vicious knife edge.
I don't know, I remember a guy doing that on WCW Saturday Night some years ago.
Man, oh man. Takes him over. I'll be very quiet.
She's a rockin' rebel with the trick.
That'll destroy the kidneys, the small of the back. Oh, that's a very fragile area right there.
Oh, nice punch right to the midsection right now.
Mike Dennis and Nicky Oceans, of course, made their big return to FWF over the summertime at Island Heights. They're two FWF originals.
Mike Dennis is showing he's no worse for wear. No ring rust on him. Apparently, he's staying active.
We're going to have a new champion shot now! But only a 2 count, says SP Anderson.
He does, right after you told him to.
Listen,
in your pocket.
These gentlemen, they got an impromptu tag team championship match because two rude dudes were like, we'll take on anybody. Two rude dudes, if you remember, they realized that they were outmatched that night, and they just left and got counted out on purpose. They took the easy way out.
They said that they'd take on anybody, but they didn't really take them on. What they did was they walked away, and they knew that within the rule book, within the confines of professional wrestling, if you leave and you don't lose the match, you don't lose the titles. So they put down in the record books. They didn't get the win. Oh, Nicky Ocean's right now.
Oh, look at this move! Oh. Dropped him right on his head, but not enough to score the gold.
Once again, Mike Dennis tagging in. Oceans and Dennis right now showing some ring acumen right now by using those constant tags. Getting the one guy in. Oh, and Steve Rampage Rogers right now going from the cheating that he is, right to the eyes, tags in Corey Havoc. Corey hasn't even removed his bandana yet.
Well, these nefarious acts right here, like him or hate him.
Right in the corner.
It's those shortcuts that have kept the gold around their waist for such a long time. And Nicky Ocean's not having any. He wants to get in. Smart strategy from two rude dudes, I have to admit.
It is, and you know what?
Isolation.
He actually knows this move. So I'm surprised that he'd fall for it.
It's a great isolation tactic here, cutting off the ring and distracting the referee at the same time.
Rampage is finally letting out some of those heavy blows that he's known for. When you look at some of the great tag teams over the years, like the Hart Foundation, where you had Bret Hart, who was the innovator and your scientific guy.
Oh, it's a roll up. 1, 2, 3. We got new tag team champions. Come on. But SP Anderson distracted by Corey Havoc. Are you clapping for this, John?
That was the crowd. I think they were trying to tell the referee to count. Passing crowd tonight at the Bricks Up. Say that twice. Nice outfit tonight, Dave.
Oh, yes, it is.
The future's so bright. Did they forget the rest of it?
I think they might have. Man, oh man. I get sidetracked easily, Mr. Solo.
I'm going to tell you what, Corey Havoc right now laying the boots on Mike Dennis. Mike Dennis came in full of fit and fury. He was like a fireball. He and Nicky Oceans, once again, were keeping that ring separated. And once Rampage started to let out like those Jim Neanderthal, Neidhart.
Are they going to retain?
No. Dennis has way too much cardio right now.
Oh, look at this. He's just mocking Nicky Oceans. He wants him to come in and interfere. Oh! He just slapped the taste out of his mouth, Mr. Solo.
You know, Nicky Oceans has faced some of the guys like Rikishi. He has faced Eugene, Nick Dinsmore. He has faced some of the superstars in and out of TNA, Impact Wrestling, WWE. Successfully defended his belt against Marty Jannetty recently. You know, I mean, he's faced up-and-comers. Mike Dennis certainly, you know, was a veteran staff for the last couple of years. Really the least experienced in the ring. And the guy that I'm giving the benefit to that, probably the best. Oh, that move was just nuts.
Did you see what Rampage Rogers did? He turned his hip so his hip was facing the referee. SP never saw it. That was ingenious as much as I don't like those kinds of
about ingenious, but I think ingenious, he's going home singing soprano tonight.
Maybe. Certainly not going to be a happy Saturday night for Mr. Dennis.
All right, once again, Steve Rampage Rogers tagging in the rude boy himself, Corey Havoc. Oh, nice little rabbit punch style with the elbow right to the kidney. And I'll tell you, if you've ever suffered any kidney pain, you remember everything you've had in your entire life when you get hit there again.
Look at this.
Him down armbar.
He's just torturing him right now.
Keeps him from
the armbar with the rear chin lock. Look at that.
See, now this is what I was talking about, the inexperience. Mike Dennis certainly has the energy. He certainly has the interest, the will, but he does not have that presence of ring to keep himself located by the ropes. He gets thrown down, get to the side, and he can't reach it. Corey Havoc knows enough to keep him away.
Such torque on the back, on the lower back, and the elbow. But here Mike Dennis fights out, John.
What you're doing is you're using your center body weight as a fulcrum, basically pulling your shoulder. Oh!
And just as he fights out,
into the midsection.
Exactly. Brutal.
Nothing doing.
They're going to retain right here, I think. Mike Dennis fights out, still has a little bit of gas left in the tank.
I'm not trying to say anything's getting a little weaker here, but it seemed like that count was a little slow.
You're going to have to talk to SP about that.
Grapevine Corey Havoc has him in grapevine right now. Oh, look at that. While he's grabbing the ankle and the knee, Rampage Rogers comes up, goes for the headlock, rolls him over, one little moneymaker ain't gonna do it. Rampage seems a little frustrated. Turning red, tag to Corey Havoc. Back and forth action tonight. Funkdafied Wrestling Federation, Brick Elks Lodge.
Sold out, John.
Oh yes, very much so.
We love sold out crowds.
I'd like it if we sold a little more merchandise, but you know, all the same, it's a hell of a match. Oh, Mike Dennis making a comeback right now. Corey Havoc, reverse neck breaker.
That might have been
he just grabbed the forehead and dropped.
That's the last ditch effort. He needs to tag out now, John.
I hear those horns are pumping all around me.
Oh, and here we go. Here goes Nicky Oceans with the hot tag.
In the ring.
Oh, crossbody. Oh, he hits him with that vicious forearm right to the face.
That's why he was the love machine. Oh, wicked elbow from one side. Corner to corner or post to post. No, Rampage tried to block it. Nicky said, I saw that coming. Is he going to go for the enziguri kick? Let's see. Say, what can he do? But Corey has nice enziguri.
Hits the mark to perfection.
Look out! Oh! Nicky Oceans right now. Remembering, you know, he's teamed up with Corey Havoc.
Right to party, spine buster from Mike Dennis. They're on the verge of the tag team championship.
Uh-oh, Nicky Oceans has him up. See something special here? Oh!
What a Death Valley driver applied from the challenger. What is that?
Corey Havoc throwing Nicky Oceans' megaphone. Oh no! Oh no! This is Anderson to Nicky Oceans to Corey Havoc with the megaphone. He just caught it. It was self-defense. Let's go to the ring announcer and get the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners as a result of a disqualification and still the FWF World Tag Team Champions, 2 Rude 2.
What a travesty of justice tonight. John Solo, commander of commentary booth, along with ring announcer.
And the music.
That was
Nice all-around good guy, David Elks. Oh, wait a minute, Commissioner
Alicata.
Ho, right now. Nicky, Mike Dennis, I just saw what just happened. As the commissioner of the FWF, you two gentlemen earned a legitimate shot for the FWF Tag Team title belts. That's why I'm issuing an automatic rematch for next Friday night in Union, New Jersey.
Oh, boy.
For the FWF Tag Team titles.
Well, that's quite an announcement there for Alicata.
That is a huge announcement. Next Friday night, Union, New Jersey. That's going to be something special. John, are you going to be there?
I will. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at how two dudes
Mr. Elks, this match is signed and sealed. On with the show.
You heard him on with the show.